It is 8/10/2013. It's been 2 days since I updated. I skipped the 8th and the 9th. I didn't feel like I needed to update every single day since it was feeling like it was monotonous, and if somebody's going to watch these straight through, I'd prefer them to get useful information and insight rather than just me blabbing on every single day as to, I felt okay. So the 8th and the 9th were pretty good. I basically planned on shutting down the subs or the Tramadol on the 9th, but instead I had a concert to go to, so I was kind of feeling tired and like kind of blah, and I really didn't want to deal with it that night, so I decided to take a couple Tramadol before I went to the concert, and I did that. So then today I'm basically off of them. I took one Tramadol today, one 50 milligram Tramadol, and this will be the last day hopefully. I know, once again, I said I was going to talk about the supplements. I am going to discuss them shortly here. I mean, one of the most important things when you should be doing this even if you're still on opiates, because your body is depleted of a lot of things. I mean, some of the most important I've read from is a book called Healing the Addicted Brain, and it's one of the best books I've read on addiction. When I was in outpatient rehab, the doctor had me read a lot of books because I refused to go to AA and the other 12-step bullshit that I don't believe in, and has a success rate of about 10%, and of those 10%, they would have succeeded with AA or not, so I don't buy into it. So I read books, and that was good enough to get him off my back. But the Healing the Addicted Brain, they talk a lot about folic acid and vitamin B, B6, B12, a B complex. Those are two of the most important multivitamin type things you can take, including a multivitamin actually. So first let's just start off. If you're going to take something, get on a multivitamin right now, get on folic acid, get on a B complex, even some omega fatty acids. Those are going to help tremendously. I mean, vitamin C, vitamin C is an antioxidant. That's going to help you. I mean, you can eat that all day long, and it won't hurt you a bit. You'll just urinate it out. So I've been loading up on a ton of vitamins. I mean, I will bring the whole gamut in here, and I'll give reasons for each one. And another one I'll be talking about is amino acids. Those are basically the building blocks of protein, and that's what's going to help rebuild your brain, your muscular system, Very important to getting through this, because if you've been on opiates like me for nearly 3 years, I've done some damage. And my brain's not just going to bounce back. That's why they have post-acute withdrawal syndrome. That's the #1 place everybody relapses in. For me, it's always the anxiety. I get so anxious. If I could get the withdrawals, the worst part of withdrawals for me is the anxiety. I can't take it. It's been a problem of mine even before I started using, and it will probably continue to be something I have to deal with the rest of my life. But oxycodone's not going to do it. So since I was down to 1 Tramadol today, I did have about 5.5 Xanaxes, so I took about a gram of that today just to help with the anxiety, and I've got enough to last me 3 days, so I'll probably take it over the next 3 days that I'm not taking Tramadol, just to offset the anxiety that's sure to come. I do not know what to expect now that I'm off of this. I bought another air conditioner for my house. That has been a huge problem, is staying cool, because it got hot in the summer. I started sweating, I think I'm withdrawing, I become anxious, it just spirals. I mean, if you've ever spent any time in jail, which I did for something related to drugs, of course, I spent 5 days in there, and it was the easiest withdrawal I'd ever had. I mean, people had said withdrawing in jail is the easiest because when you're in there, you feel like you can't get anything, so the mental part of the withdrawals disappears. So you're just sitting around knowing you just got to go through this and deal with it. You can't go out and buy a pill, so you're fucked. So that's I don't recommend jail, since I about committed suicide in there. It was so horrible. But the withdrawals were definitely much more tolerable. I had been on subs for 2 weeks before I went to jail, and I got out. I was clean for the first time with nothing in my system for 9 or 10 days afterwards. But I hate to use this as an excuse, but my girlfriend, I was spending my time getting her pills. And when you're out 3-4 hours a day spending $400 on pills and you come back and she just sits there and smokes them in front of you, you just get pissed and you do them. So I just need to, glad that relationship's over either way. So that's about it. Just gotta get my act together. I'm gonna make sure I have my information correct before I start spewing it onto YouTube. I don't want to have a bunch of haters yell at me eventually if anyone ever sees these videos and tell me what an idiot I am for recommending certain things. So I will get my stuff together here. I'm not going to say tomorrow this time, but soon. Tomorrow will literally be the first day I don't take any Tramadol, and I'm really going to try. If I break down, I might take one. That's not a problem. I'm not worried about it. I just want to get clean now, you know. So it's been 10 days since I've had a Suboxone, so the Tramadol definitely works. So anybody out there that wonders, Tramadol does work for getting off of subs. Get yourself down as low as you can the dosage, get it down to an eighth, you know. I was down to an eighth of a pill a day, and then I switched to Tramadol the next day, and it's been okay. I don't know how it's going to go when I'm totally clean, but so far so good. So I guess I'll cut this now. See you tomorrow.